Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3, our Japanese Empire and our Emperor Meiji in 1908. And yeah, last time we were talking about how we are digesting the humiliation of the defeat in the Russo-Japanese War and the terrifying and the humiliating invasion of the Japanese Holy Lands by the Russian main army force. Yeah, it is still not forgotten, and how we will avenge this in the future. So far we've been focusing more on building more power plants up and electrifying more and more of our society in general, boosting it further, since our economy doesn't really have taken a big blow due to the war with the Russians. Still, we needed to grow and get stronger and stronger, despite being #1 in the world already, and yeah, be ready next time to strike hard. For doing so, we agreed we're gonna, First time we're gonna do the electric industries soon, which is gonna be an interesting point in Japanese history and leading to, opening a complete new industry branch. And yeah, here we're going further in main, standard resources, oil and steel and so on. Coal, unfortunately, we couldn't get because we wanted to conquer some coal mining areas here in Manchuria, which we don't have access to right now. Well, it is what it is. We're gonna get ready and wait for a good moment where we maybe can punish the Russians and strike back, but at the moment let's just keep on going and expanding our economy and build up some more barracks and maybe also some more arms industries. And yeah, let's just jump in and get started in 1908 and see where this is taking us. First interesting to see is gonna be probably the electrical industries, how they're gonna affect us and their output. So they're going to produce telephones, which will enable us to switch our government buildings to telephone, which will lead to a ginormous surplus for bureaucracy. So probably can push our institutions. We're still like having some setbacks here. We can push harder actually. To be honest, while just looking at the institutions already, I think I will go back with the colonial affairs actually, since we're not planning to colonize at any point. So I think we can save these, since we have our Pacific colonies and there's nothing more to do. What the hell is this? Nongar? Never seen this country. Normally I feel like this gets colonized as played. I had an Australia playthrough recently and I feel like this got very colonized very fast, but alright. Anyhow. Yeah, let's stay in Japan and focus on our electrification, the build-up of the electric industries, and then we should, once they're out, definitely start immediately to bring out also some telephones into the administration. Exactly, otherwise there's no market, and I think they have been built now. Let's have a look. We do have 6 of them, yeah, and we definitely need to get some more demand out here. So let's see how slowly we're gonna do this. Of course, we do have the taxation capacity, so maybe we should start at the ones where we have the biggest drop in this. So Kansai, wow. Kansai is still like, no, it's at the old capital, right? Yeah, then maybe we go here to the telephone switchboards, which, wow, originates, I mean, this is like just a prognosis, minus 32,000, but actually it got, okay. Let's see. But also we're getting more taxes now, exactly. That's probably Kansai, and boom, Kansai is gone. However, of course, now we have the telephone problem. Let's see how quickly the industries can adapt to this one. Let's observe how the telephone market is developing for us. By the way, also we do have a lot of bureaucracy right now, so I'm definitely gonna invest this immediately, maybe in the health system or education. I feel like we can still get some more education actually. Yeah, we are capped actually, we have too many universities, so we're definitely gonna increase education, and yeah, we're gonna increase some other bureaucracy. So let's go into, we're dropping this. Let's increase the health system as well. We need some young people that fight our wars for us. And yeah, maybe then let's also increase law enforcement. So I think we should be able to afford this. Yeah, of course we're dropping in a minus right now, but let's see, maybe we can handle this when we switch other telephones, other government building to telephone mode. Where are we? Over here. And we keep on hiring and producing. Alright, alright, alright. Ah, now they're getting cheaper, right? That's good to see. And let's see which is the next big one where we're missing out, where we can switch maybe Kyushu. Then let's try telephones over here as well. Boom. And yeah, now we're having tons of bureaucracy. I feel like I overbuilt maybe a little bit, so there might be actually a good reason for us to reduce the government buildings over time. I mean, I don't know what to do with so much bureaucracy. I'm like misclicking, pardon. We're probably, yeah, of course, we can trade as hell now. Maybe should, this is one of the next moves. I will establish some more trade routes, but let's have a further look. Yeah. Okay, we definitely need also more up here, so it's maybe double our production to 12 already. I think this is a good idea. So we can meet the... Yeah, we will if we switch all the others, and you know, if we want to realize these taxing potentials, then maybe we should do that. Well, and we have a huge surplus now here in bureaucracy, which helps us in construction efficiency, sure. But yeah, we can see if we can get some trade in. The coal one I don't want to abort, but coal and iron, yeah, we can still buy. Let's see how this develops. And let's see how, if there's any... Are we the first producers of telephones, actually? Ah, interesting. So coal, of course, still coal, always coal. And... Well, I mean, it's the Russians, but even with minus, let's get some from the Russians for the moment. Tools. We do have our own tool production, but I think we can flank it a little bit. Let's get some North German tools in here as well. Opioids. Let's get them. How did the Germans have opioids, but why not? Yeah, they have a big market. Actually, the Spanish are part of it and so on. Yeah, glass. Is there any... Kuta in Portuguese, okay. Rubber. We'll need you. Get all the rubber we can get. Fertilizer. This is really rare that we see this. Is there any trade? Are we exporting fertilizer? Okay, this is good. Maybe we could even abort one of those. We are exporting to the North German market, but we could... Ah, it's Chile, not North Germany. Alright. Then let's keep the fertilizers like this. Lead. You see what I'm doing? I'm mainly buying resources since we're highly industrialized, obviously. So, industrial goods. I mean, I got some tools and glass, but I'd rather produce them myself while buying these things. Hardwood from Russia, yeah, for the moment, okay. Yeah, Oldenburg, give me iron. Tea, interesting. Let's get some Taiping, of course. Yeah, this is a good one. Let's get some more tea in. Yeah, this one is really kind of a... We have so much bureaucracy, sorry guys, that it will take a while until we get these trade routes going. But I think you can... It's always interesting to see, for me at least, to see how prices or demand varies in different markets. So I feel like... Maybe when you check out what I'm doing here, it also gives you a nice overview and some implications or indications what's going on here. Sugar and coffee, maybe. I'd rather get the ones with the bigger amounts already, you see. I also don't want to fully overplay this now. We shall see which traders really can be sustained over long. Our automobiles, okay, let's see if we can export something. Our oil is quite cheap, but I think this will change. I mean, these ones will stop at some point. Silk. I mean, if the Russians pay for it, why not? Fabric. Sulfur. Explosives also quite cheap, okay. A little bit of wood, but actually we had to extend our own. And I think we're halfway fine. Maybe ironclads to the Belgians, yeah. And furniture. Is there something? Let's just ship out our furniture everywhere where it's kind of profitable, and I think that's gonna be fine. This is a couple of new trade routes we got out, definitely. Oh, this is not what I wanted to. Let's see how this affects us. And we still have tons of bureaucracy left over, so maybe we can even increase. Let's go definitely up here, and let's go up here. We're gonna max education and health system, and we're getting a vent in from the application of the telephones completed. Do you hear that too? In null state, sure. The invention of the telephone has opened the door to great improvements in our communications, or in our electricity industry. A shiver ran down the assistant's spine when he thought he was hearing his master's voice in that cold, dusty cellar. Do you understand what I say? The man stopped, almost dropping the wooden box he was carrying, dimly lit by the candles carefully placed around your revolutionary device. Half machine, half human. Yes. Come here immediately. We have something in our hands, kid. Alright, we should improve our communications, and we get something on radio. Aren't we just... No, I wanted to research this because this enables also us to go to dreadnoughts. Yeah. Then we'll definitely go. We should improve our communications, absolutely. So, but while talking about it, I mean, I would love to switch all of them. Let's have a quick view how much we are actually taxation. Yeah, we can. How much do they provide per building? It is... Let's have a look. Taxation capacity... 1500 by 37. So I feel like... more or less 50. I don't want to do exact calculations. I think I could get actually reduce this by 4 minimum. Let's go to 32 and see how this affects here the... I can still go down 1 actually, or 1 or 2. Of course, we're also kicking out people, which is sad. Or, of course, they will get angry to some extent, but we're saving money as well. And I don't want to... But now, of course, I went one step too far. Sorry, guys, but now we have the perfect size over here. And I think this will enable me to actually change all of them and switch some more. Oh, it's in Kyushu where we changed. Okay, we need infrastructure. Good to know. Oh, actually quite a lot infrastructures. This one we can, yeah. We didn't. This is a wild episode. I feel like a lot of things, tiny things to details to adjust. Yeah, here we can also kind of lower by a third in the end. Maybe that's not be so drastic at the moment. Yeah, but still, I mean. Now we can still switch up for the taxation capacity in the next one in Chugoku. And I think they will definitely make up for the missing... They make up for the missing bureaucracy when they fill up over here. And what... Let's observe this for a bit. And see, actually with the missing taxation income, it's kind of crazy. I didn't know it. But now we are suddenly in the plus, despite paying heavy reparations to the Russians, but of course let's not forget about the access to our the infrastructure. I don't want this too small, and also it's a good opportunity to increase our trading fleet. That's why I'm like doing railway and port here. Yeah, there can be more convoys, and you saw how vulnerable they are once we're in war. So I feel like building ports out is also a little bit of a preparation for war times, and I will prioritize all of them surely. Yes, wonderful. See, let's keep on going. And what did I wanted to do over here at Tohoku would be the next one. All right, let's go also here. Why not move it up? Come on. We can afford it right now, and let's have slowly introducing telephones and telephones all over the place. Have a look here, taxation capacity. Oh, it's kind of a closer one in Kyushu. They're fully employed. All right, so here's not so much to save actually. Maybe a 1 or 2. Alright. Taxation capacity, that's perfect. I mean... And let's not forget actually the foreign politics, because of all our inner reforms and telephone introductions. What do we have here? Crush Guarani secession. This should be in Suriname or something. I'm not 100% sure. What? What do the Dutch have to do over here? Is this the Dutch? Oh, this is Paraguay. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Yeah. And Hanover is having some weird revolutions. What's going on over here? Hanover and Radical Hanover, or kind of... You do have a king, Joachim von Bülow, okay. But kind of socialist intelligence king. Yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see if in this game North German Federation at some point actually unifies Germany, that what they almost did so far, but yeah, we shall see how this continues. Yeah, now we have again maybe bureaucratic problems, but we shall see also this, and worst case we build more telephone. Did we switch over here actually? Nope, but here this should be in the, I think in the capital, I'm not 100% sure, but I think you get definitely also a little bit of a buff for, yeah, now we have a problem with the telephones, that's for sure. I feel like you get a little bit of a bonus on the bureaucracy throughput in the capital. Let me know if where I can find, here, 10% from capital state, so it's always a good idea to, and that's what I always do, to use the capital for most of my buildings. However, yeah, so this is, I also don't want to reduce here too much in this case, because they count a lot for our overall nationwide global income of bureaucracy, so this is why it's a little bit nice to stack government buildings in the capital. However, of course, we don't want to go too wild, and since we don't have the telephones available so far, mistakes. And I think after these infrastructure measures, maybe should we maybe prioritize also the electrical industries over the oil and so on, because the oil was actually quite cheap and we need more telephones. That's a no-brainer. Yeah. And we are sudden unused production. Oh my god. I was so... What is expensive? What shall we produce? Oh, coal, oh my god. Guys, I need more coal. Is there... This kind of coal problem is making me think if there's any other places nearby where we shall invade or something. I mean, I didn't want to do this, but... Beijing? Oh, it doesn't offer coal, okay. Monan also not. Yeah, only we need to get into Manchuria, but we cannot. It's terrible, it's terrible, it's terrible. And what else was down here? Bunja, they have coal, right? Yeah, and oil. Bunja. We cannot, they're a puppet of the Dutch East Indies, okay. Is there any chance we can get in? Diplomacy, where's interactions? Unplayable. And we want to take the state. Conquer state. Has truce with Great Britain. Demanding still. Alright. Why Great Britain? Actually, now they say the British might join, but is there a reason for it? Do the Dutch East Indies have an alliance or something? Oh, the Netherlands have a defensive pact. I don't know if this pushes through like this. Anyhow, maybe let's damage our relations. So the Dutch East Indies would be an interesting option, but of course, I mean, now since the British disappointed us and we saw that we were able to actually defeat the British fleet here in Asia, maybe we go for it. And now we have also a big surplus here. Glass and tools is something we might need, and more telephones actually. So come on, let's be honest, we need telephones. Where we are. Do we have enough unemployed people? Yeah. Let's go actually directly for 20 telephone factories, and maybe improve some of the glassworks at some places where we do have some capacity. Yeah, I'm always a fan. I don't know. This is just rounding up, you know. Let's also do the same with the tooling. Chubu at 20. Come on, Kyushu. Let's go to 25. Over here, you're more industrious. Chugoku. Let's go to 16. Oh yeah, there's also people... This rotary valve engine also needs more coal. It's all about the coal always. Yeah. Anyways, which also we need to build up our army. Let's not forget about this too. And let's see where we can actually get some barracks out. Do we have automotive production actually at the moment? Because we could. Yeah, we do. We started here in Hokkaido. Okay. Maybe I should also go here to motorized reconnaissance. It gives us more offense, more provinces captured, so it would speed up everything quite hard. However, it also requires oil, of course. So let's see, where would we introduce that? And also, it bolsters a little bit of our oil market, so actually maybe not the worst idea. Yeah, in Kanto, in the capital. Let's see. Let's see if this will start also a little bit of more of a car production over here. Yeah, let's get them out. So okay, now we need more cars, of course. I mean, this is okay. We're once again at a technological shift here, where we start seeing more oil in use, more automotives and stuff incoming. So this is, yeah, times are changing, guys. Times are changing. Let's have a look. I feel like, but still we don't have the big automotive production yet. Aren't we seeing here the great Toyota industries? These, maybe. But we still need more because automotive demand, since they're gonna fill up. So it's actually shift a couple more still. Kansai, of course. And then we will observe how this is going. And we're having here some minus. That's weird. Unproductive trade routes, alright. Yeah, let's kill them off. Sorry, before I was talking about we can leave some, but actually now it's... I don't want to go in here in the deficit with the convoys. I'd rather expand the ones that are nice. Another thing that comes to my mind, actually, I think it was just the missing production that we suddenly had such a surplus. Now we're back in the minus, but I think we're stable economically wise. What do we have here? Radical Portugal. What are they doing, the Portuguese? Is there Portugal? And they don't have really strong partners, to be honest. Is there anything is this interesting here for us to grab? Maybe the Sunda Islands? Not necessarily, but I kind of feel like, why not, actually? Are there many people living here? No. Sunda, and it gives us a good base of operation for any operations into... yeah, into the Indian Ocean, or maybe if we're down here. Now we said we're going, let's speed up Imperial Japan. But why? Okay, well, now we have to be neutral here. Of course, that's why we can't do it. And then we could conquer state. But I do see here something with the Russians first. The Russians go for subjugate Siak. Oh, this is the Russians. Well. Let's type by this. Is there anybody supporting Siak? I mean, we do have still, I think, the truce with the Russians for... Oh, do we have it still? The truce with the Russians until 1911, until we have to pay. I don't know if we can trick the game if we go to war with them. If we lose the reparations and the truce, I mean, we would get a new truce. I find it a bit cheesy, so I'm doing once again the thing that we tried before that didn't really work out. So we're indicating Siak that we might support them if you want us to, but probably they're not going to help us or offer us anything really interesting. I really hope this comes into place game 1 point, but yeah, as I told you last episode, I think there's an update on the way which improves heavily diplomatic place and so on, so I hope this is already a good start. Bedouin, North African stuff, I really don't care at all. But let's see if they call us in. Probably not. And if not so, we will go back to what I got distracted from, the Sunda Islands. That I consider an interesting target for us. Okay, they're not calling us in. Let's keep it here and yeah, conquer state. Do we have any reputation? I mean, Portugal, Oman, Zanzibar. We have Germany and so on. Yeah, this, I think nobody will. We still have the alliance with Germany. I totally forgot about them. Alright, let's go for it. Come on, we need to retaliate, and now we have a weaker enemy. That's the Portuguese, so let's go for them. Let's add this to our ambition. And Zanzibar is... oh, they're still independent. I mean, no, we're not gonna... And Oman... I mean, we could potentially make them a puppet, maybe Oman over here. Do they have oil already? Mm-hmm. Should we do that? It's kind of making Oman our puppet. I mean, actually, we didn't want to offend the British, but the British offended us heavily, so I feel like taking this one is spreading our influence over here, so actually, I highly consider it now. It's a little bit naughty, but... We also go for war reparations. I just observed this at first. Oh, they abandoned them anyways. I should have added it to quicker, so it looks like... Yeah. Should we also add primary some war goals from the Portuguese? Or is there anything else that the Portuguese really do have that might be interesting to us? Because African possessions, not really. No, and a treaty port in Europe would be fun, no? Yeah, but this is too crazy. Make puppet state, Portugal of course not. This is too much, open market, but no, I think this is fine, and I will just go also make this primary the war reparations. And see if we can enforce this. Here we do have what? This Equatorial Bantu versus Spain, I don't care. Maybe they will, if they're fearful, they might just give in. I mean, it would be smart, especially since also the North German Federation is on our side. What about actually here? Only the Dutch can do that, but they won't. Alright, Dutch declared neutrality. We have an industrial boom. Our steamers and counters reporting a small production surplus in industrial goods. We should look into investing this back in the state. What more proof do you need? Industries are the way forward. We are now experiencing the second wave of the Industrial Revolution. Factories in every city, workshops in every town. We will soon industrialize the whole nation. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know, some more boost. We need the money. We need the industry. We need the kick in here. So, yeah. Okay, expensive government. Still, the telephones are missing. Okay, okay. Oh, we're getting all these telephones in. Let's see how this will develop. Got Oldenburg. I don't care about Oldenburg right now. And over here, I can't sway anybody. In the meantime, our farmers are not so happy anymore. Maybe this we're losing the infrastructure. Hopefully, I will not lose a lot of market access. Oh, Sakhalin, wow. Because we expanded heavily here in Sakhalin the coal and the oil rigs. All right. And we don't have the population to run all these things, right? Do we have already a greener grass campaign in Sakhalin? So this might be an interesting... No, it's there. Then we definitely need to expand our infrastructure over here. Just in case. And actually, yeah, go up with the ports also a little bit more. And Kyushu also. But yeah, this can be done. And will be done. Who are we fighting down here? Why is there a 100? Portugal has Goa here. Since this is bordering... But to be honest, I think we're trading with Portugal. If we trade with Portugal, let's have a look. I think we trade with basically 0 convoys or lower convoys because we can trade via Goa. Yeah. And is it really interesting to... not Goa, sorry, Macau, of course. Sorry, Goa is in India. I mean, is it interesting to really take this town here into this trade port, make it ours. We can have a look. Take port treaty. Is Macau part of this province? Yeah. I mean, our trade with Portugal isn't that big. We have ships, and to be honest, it's part of our understanding. Our the Europeans have to go here, and if we have the chance, actually, let's go for it. Guangdong Treaty Port also in here. All right. I mean, we could add it to primary as well. And also, I think we're gonna do this. So once we fight them, let's see if they give in. Many reputation is 18.2. We de-invested here, very nice. And actually, let's also push maybe here the social security a little bit. It's fair enough. Even though they tell us we will not have enough bureaucracy right now. But we will. Everybody declares neutrality. Nice, nobody joined the other side, so this one should be quite easy. Let's see how Portugal will react. And yeah, this one we will do neutral. Come on, guys, Portugal, you should be fearful. You have no chance. Just give in, or you really want to fight this one. And I mean, you're a civil war, Portugal. Why? I mean, sometimes now we have war with Portugal, and to be honest, the Sunda War is probably part of the next episode, because we now have a good point to stop. Just my last words here is, then we're also going to do the event. I don't understand. Just they're heavily outnumbered. They have no chance. Why would they fight this? This is kind of like where diplomatic pressure I feel like it would be more fitting also to the age, or to the times, to the Victorian age, that they just give in under heavy pressure or something. I mean, this is not essential for Portugal's survival, but okay, Macau maybe is. Anyways, we will see. I think it's still, the game is obviously great and having big fun, but these are the small criticisms that I have here and there, and I'm happy to see improvements over time from Paradox side here. Anyhow, let's do the Metropolitan Police at least. The dedicated police force has solved a series of high-profile murders in Edo thanks to our investment in their institution. Public confidence in the police is an all-time high. Edo by gaslight can be a treacherous place. The papers would have you believe that danger lurks around every corner, but all of that is set to change. With a peeler patrolman on every street, our citizens will be able to stride confidently in the knowledge of that they are protected from the criminal element. Medal for all of our brave bobbies, servicemen, or less Edo's finest are on the case. Yeah, in general, less radicals would be nice to have, I guess. And I think this is a good point now. So we're gonna start next episode with the Sunda War. That's probably how I'm gonna call this one. I hope you like this one, even if it was a bit finicky and we just optimized or played around with a lot of stuff we're not done with yet. So please join in next time. Leave me a like and a subscription if you haven't yet. It helps the channel a lot and costs you nothing. So thank you very much on this point, and then see you next time. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.